In 2025, more than 16 million Americans over the age of 65 are living alone, the highest number ever recorded in US history. What's fascinating is that this isn't always about necessity. A growing number of seniors are intentionally choosing solitude. Why? Because living alone today can mean freedom, control, and the unique opportunity to design your life on your own terms. No compromises, no schedules dictated by anyone else, just the ability to shape each day intentionally. This shift reflects a larger trend among seniors across the country: the embrace of independence, personal growth, and mental clarity. Experts now call this intentional solo living, a lifestyle that combines autonomy with purpose, balance, and self-care. Seniors who adopt small daily rituals report higher satisfaction, better cognitive focus, and even improved physical health. It's about creating a life that feels complete, not crowded. In this video, you'll meet Marigold Tate, a 78-year-old retired marine biologist from Portland, Oregon, who transformed living alone into a fulfilling, purposeful lifestyle. She discovered the 7 key reasons why more seniors are choosing this path, from cultivating routines that protect mental health to designing a home environment that supports joy and calm. If you or someone you love lives alone, tap like, because what comes next could completely change how you view independence and freedom in your golden years. Marigold Tate is 78, a retired marine biologist from Portland, Oregon. Known for her meticulous organization and adventurous spirit, she combines curiosity with practicality in every aspect of her life. Even in retirement, she stays active professionally and personally, emailing former colleagues about environmental projects, tracking ocean conservation data, and managing her finances entirely online. Her home is a blend of functionality and comfort: labeled files, strategically placed plants, and cozy corners for reading or journaling. 6 years ago, after the passing of her husband, Marigold faced a challenge many seniors encounter: the quiet that comes with living alone. At first, it felt overwhelming: empty rooms, long evenings, and a sense that time was stretching without purpose. But instead of letting solitude define her experience, Marigold treated it as a platform for independence. She intentionally designed her daily routines to include exercise, learning, and connection, her home to support both comfort and safety, and her social interactions to nurture meaningful relationships without overwhelm. Today, Marigold isn't just surviving on her own, she's thriving. Her approach illustrates how living alone can become a conscious choice that fosters autonomy, clarity, and fulfillment. Every decision she makes, from how she organizes her morning to the projects she takes on, reinforces her freedom and proves that solitude, when guided by intention, can be a source of empowerment. Her journey will reveal the 7 key reasons why more seniors are choosing to live alone in 2025, and how you can adapt these lessons for your own life. Have you ever considered designing your day for independence rather than just filling it? Comment below, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Reason number 1. Independence means control. For Marigold Tate, one of the greatest benefits of living alone is the ability to make decisions entirely on her own terms. She decides when to wake up, when to eat, and how to structure her day without negotiation or compromise. Breakfast might be a slow morning ritual with herbal tea and ocean journals, while evenings can be dedicated to a virtual lecture on marine conservation, whatever she chooses, whenever she chooses. This kind of autonomy may seem simple, but for seniors navigating the transition to living alone, it has profound psychological benefits. In 2025, new research highlights that seniors who actively control their daily routines report significantly higher life satisfaction, confidence, and a sense of personal efficacy compared to those who live in shared households or rely heavily on others for scheduling. Autonomy over daily choices isn't about selfishness. It's about reinforcing self-trust and building a sense of agency. It gives seniors the opportunity to honor their personal rhythms, interests, and limits, fostering mental sharpness and emotional resilience. Marigold noticed this almost immediately. When she first started living alone, she experimented with small decisions, cooking meals at times that suited her energy levels, selecting her own reading material without compromise, and choosing when to socialize or rest. Each choice, no matter how minor, reinforced that she was in charge of her life. Over time, These small decisions accumulated into a strong sense of ownership over her days, a freedom that often surprises others who assume living alone equates to isolation or vulnerability. Living alone also allowed Marigold to align her environment and habits with her goals and preferences. She arranged her home to maximize comfort and accessibility, and she tailored her routines to reflect her energy, interests, and social needs. Independence gave her the control to create a lifestyle that not only supports well-being but actively nurtures it. Living alone isn't loneliness, it's freedom over your life. What's one decision you'd like full control over in your day? Reason number 2. Space to personalize. For Marigold Tate, living alone unlocked a unique opportunity to shape her environment exactly the way she wanted. After years of accommodating shared routines and household compromises, her home became a canvas for personal expression and functionality. She started with small adjustments, decluttering rooms to remove unnecessary stress, reorganizing her books and marine research materials to reflect her priorities, and creating dedicated spaces for hobbies like painting and reading. Natural light was optimized by rearranging furniture and selecting lighter curtains, allowing her mornings to feel brighter and her energy to shift positively throughout the day. Environmental psychology research in 2025 reinforces the importance of this kind of personalization for older adults. Tailored spaces aren't just about aesthetics, they directly influence mental health, cognitive clarity, and emotional resilience. Seniors who actively shape their surroundings report reduced stress, fewer distractions, and increased feelings of competence and control. Even minor changes, such as positioning a favorite chair near a sunny window or creating a designated workspace for digital correspondence, can significantly impact daily mood and engagement. Marigold also added hobby zones, small pockets in her home dedicated to the things that bring her joy. A corner of her living room became a plant sanctuary, another area hosted her marine biology journals and digital tablet for online learning. These microspaces encouraged her to pursue her interests without barriers, reminding her that her environment existed to support her life, not constrain it. This personalization extended to practical aspects as well. Marigold implemented organization systems for finances, medications, and household tools, reducing mental clutter and fostering independence. By designing spaces around her habits, energy levels, and passions, she discovered that her home could be a constant ally in building focus, comfort, and fulfillment. Your home should serve your life, not the other way around. What's one change that could make your space feel truly yours? Reason number 3. Daily rhythm supports well-being. For Marigold Tate, living alone presented both freedom and the risk of drifting days. Without shared schedules, it was easy for mornings to start late, meals to slip, and evenings to blend into restless nights. She discovered that intentionally structuring her day, what she calls her micro-routine, became a vital tool for well-being. Her routine starts with 10 minutes of morning meditation to center the mind, followed by tending her herb and flower garden, which offers gentle physical activity and sensory engagement. Midday, she dedicates time to reading marine biology articles and staying current with online environmental discussions. Evenings conclude with a short reflection in her journal, capturing gratitude and lessons from the day. Research in 2025 underscores the value of predictable daily patterns for seniors. Studies show that maintaining consistent routines improves cognitive performance, emotional stability, and overall independence. Predictable activities signal the brain that life is structured and manageable, reducing anxiety, boosting focus, and increasing energy. For seniors living alone, micro-routines also create a sense of accomplishment and intentionality, countering feelings of monotony or drifting. Marigold's approach is not about rigidity, it's about creating anchors. Each small act is chosen deliberately. Meditation sharpens awareness, gardening engages both mind and body, reading stimulates intellect, and reflection consolidates experiences into meaningful insights. By spacing these practices throughout her day, she ensures a balance of mental stimulation, physical movement, and emotional grounding. Additionally, having a daily rhythm allows Marigold to better schedule social interactions, appointments, and personal projects, reducing decision fatigue. Even simple consistency, like starting breakfast at the same time or walking in the sunlight at noon, strengthens her circadian rhythms, improving sleep and mood. Her story proves that structure doesn't limit freedom, it enables it. Each repetitive, intentional act acts as a backbone, supporting choice, creativity, and resilience. With her micro-routine, Marigold transforms solitude into a framework for thriving rather than surviving. Routine isn't restriction, it's the backbone of freedom. Which daily habit could anchor your day? Reason number 4. Connection without crowds. While independence and routine are powerful tools, Marigold Tate knows that emotional resilience also depends on meaningful human connection. Living alone doesn't mean isolation, it means creating interaction on her own terms. She practices what she calls micro-connection therapy, dedicating a few minutes each day to touch base with others. This could be a morning text to her sister, a quick phone call to a friend, a brief chat with a neighbor over the fence, or commenting in an online forum for retired scientists. These small interactions are low pressure yet highly effective, allowing her to maintain bonds without being overwhelmed by social obligations. Recent research in 2025 highlights the benefits of microsocializing for seniors. Brief, consistent social contact triggers oxytocin, reduces stress, and strengthens emotional resilience, even for those who live alone. Unlike large gatherings, these small, intentional touchpoints provide connection without fatigue, creating a sense of belonging while preserving autonomy. For Marigold, a single 5-minute conversation can brighten her day and sharpen her cognitive alertness, reinforcing that social interaction doesn't have to be time-consuming to be meaningful. Beyond the psychological benefits, these micro-connections also contribute to physical health. Studies show that seniors who maintain daily social contact, even brief exchanges, experience lower blood pressure, improved immune response, and better sleep quality. By weaving connection into her day without overwhelming her schedule, Marigold balances solitude with companionship, reinforcing both independence and well-being. She also leverages technology strategically: video calls for long-distance family, social apps for hobby groups, and email updates for environmental projects she follows. These tools allow her to connect with a diverse network of peers and mentors, expanding her social world beyond geographic limitations. Marigold's approach shows that meaningful connection isn't about frequency or size, it's about consistency and quality. Each small interaction acts as a mental and emotional anchor, supporting stability, happiness, and confidence. You don't need constant company, just consistent connection. Who could you reach out to today, even for a quick hello? Reason number 5. Safety systems preserve independence. Marigold Tate understands that independence and safety go hand in hand. Living alone doesn't mean risking vulnerability. It means designing her home and habits to protect herself while maintaining autonomy. She has implemented a set of practical, modern safety systems that allow her to live confidently. Smart home sensors that detect movement and alert her to unusual activity, wearable devices that can call for help at the push of a button, and a simple daily check-in routine with a trusted neighbor or family member. These measures aren't restrictive. They are enablers, letting her go about her day freely while knowing she has a safety net. 2025 studies show that seniors who adopt proactive safety measures, including technology-assisted alerts, medical reminder systems, and regular communication protocols, experience fewer accidents at home and report higher levels of confidence and peace of mind. This isn't just about preventing falls or emergencies. It's about empowering seniors to make independent choices without anxiety. For Marigold, knowing that her home is equipped with intuitive safety systems means she can focus on what matters: gardening, reading, connecting with friends, and pursuing her passions, all without feeling tethered by fear. She also integrates these systems seamlessly into her daily routines. Morning routines include checking that devices are charged, evening routines include setting sensors and confirming her check-in list, and weekly she reviews any alerts or updates. This structured approach ensures that safety is a natural part of daily life rather than a constant concern. Experts now highlight the importance of combining technology, planning, and social support as a holistic approach for seniors living alone, reinforcing both physical security and emotional well-being. Marigold's approach demonstrates that safety systems don't take away independence, they reinforce it. They create an environment where choice and freedom thrive because risks are managed intelligently. Living alone becomes not a challenge to survive, but a lifestyle to enjoy fully, knowing that support is in place if ever needed. Safety doesn't limit freedom, it protects it. What one system could make you feel safer at home, and how would it change your day-to-day confidence? Reason number 6. Purpose projects keep life alive. Marigold Tate knows that days alone can sometimes feel repetitive, but she discovered that embedding purpose into daily life transforms ordinary routines into meaningful experiences. One of her favorite ways to stay engaged is her indoor herb garden. Every morning, she checks on her basil, thyme, and rosemary, pruning leaves, watering pots, and noting growth in her journal. She shares small herb bundles with neighbors, participates in a local community gardening project, and even volunteers to teach a simple cooking class at the community center. Research in 2025 shows that seniors who regularly engage in purpose-driven projects, whether creative, educational, or social, report improved cognitive function, better emotional regulation, and higher overall life satisfaction. These projects act like micro-goals. They give structure to the day, a sense of progress, and tangible proof that time is well spent. For Marigold, her herb garden isn't just about plants, it's about growth, responsibility, and seeing herself as an active contributor to her community. Purpose projects don't have to be large or complicated. They can be as simple as learning a new recipe, knitting a scarf for a friend, documenting family history, or organizing a local book swap. The key is consistency and intentionality. By embedding small, meaningful actions into her daily routine, Marigold experiences a flow of accomplishment that counteracts the potential stagnation of living alone. These projects also provide social connection without pressure. Sharing her herbs, skills, or knowledge with others allows her to maintain relationships and create impact while still enjoying the autonomy of her home. Experts now highlight that purpose-driven activities are one of the most effective ways for seniors to sustain cognitive sharpness and emotional resilience, especially when living alone. Marigold's approach demonstrates that living alone doesn't mean living without significance. By committing to small, ongoing projects, she nurtures her mind, her spirit, and her community. Life remains active, engaging, and rewarding, a constant reminder that age doesn't limit contribution. It simply evolves how it's expressed. Purpose doesn't disappear with age, it evolves with you. What small project could give your day new meaning, and how could you start it this week? Reason number 7. Choice brings joy and flexibility. For Marigold Tate, living alone has given her something she hadn't fully appreciated earlier in life: total control over how she spends her time. Every morning, she decides whether her day will be for learning, for exploration, for quiet reflection, or simply for enjoying a long cup of tea while listening to the birds outside. Some days, she experiments with new recipes inspired by her herb garden. Other days, she dives into online courses about marine biology, revisiting her lifelong passion in retirement. On weekends, she might visit a nearby museum, take a short hike in Portland's green spaces, or host a small book club for her friends in the community. Research in 2025 highlights that seniors who intentionally live alone experience higher levels of joy, self-efficacy, and autonomy compared with peers who live with others. This is not about isolation, it's about freedom. By controlling her daily schedule, Marigold avoids the compromises and conflicts that can arise in shared households, allowing her to engage fully in activities that align with her values and interests. She can rest when she wants, learn at her own pace, and pursue hobbies without needing to negotiate or accommodate others' schedules. Choice also brings resilience. When unexpected events occur, a health appointment, a neighbor in need, or a sudden rainstorm, Marigold can adjust her plans without stress. This adaptability enhances mental well-being, reduces anxiety, and supports a sense of agency that many seniors report as deeply satisfying. The ability to make small decisions daily, from what to eat for breakfast to which route to walk in the afternoon, accumulates into a larger sense of freedom and fulfillment. For Marigold, this flexibility is intertwined with joy. She can cultivate curiosity, pursue learning, maintain social connections, and explore new experiences on her terms. Her life demonstrates that living alone by choice isn't about avoiding people, It's about choosing how to engage with the world, when to rest, and what to prioritize. Each decision becomes a building block for a rich, meaningful life that reflects her values, passions, and personality. Freedom to choose your own day is one of life's greatest gifts. What's one thing you'd choose to do differently if you could design your day from start to finish? Marigold Tate's journey shows that thriving alone isn't about avoiding solitude. It's about designing a life that reflects your values, priorities, and passions. Each morning routine, each purposeful project, each small connection added structure, meaning, and joy to her days. Living alone gave her space to explore curiosity, maintain friendships, and embrace freedom on her terms. Her life is a testament to the power of intentional choices. By shaping her environment, curating her daily rhythm, and deciding where to focus her attention, Marigold turned what could have been isolation into empowerment. She discovered that independence isn't just about being physically alone, it's about being emotionally and mentally in control of how you spend every hour. For seniors across the United States, her story resonates today more than ever. With trends in 2025 showing a growing number of older adults choosing to live alone, the lessons Marigold embodies, freedom, connection, purpose, and self-direction, are increasingly relevant. Her experience proves that living alone is not a limitation. It's an opportunity to design a life full of calm, confidence, and fulfillment. A peaceful life isn't built by chance, it's built by choice and intention. If Marigold's story inspired you, tap like and share this with someone who lives alone. Subscribe to Elderly Dose, where wisdom meets independence. Start designing your life today, one intentional choice at a time.